I stick my daddy.
It's Duke and the coach.
Saturdays, 10 a.m. on game day. Roar, Lions, roar!
Are you ready for some football?
It's Duke and the coach.
Starting lineup features Duke, owner of your Columbus Lions professional indoor football team, and head coach Jason Gibson.
It's fast, action-packed, high-scoring football played at the Columbus Civic Center, also known as the Jungle. It's fun, affordable family entertainment. Kids keep any ball they catch and love coming onto the field after every game to meet the players and cheerleaders.
Duke and the coach are here to help you understand the game and why you need to come.
Roar, Lions, roar! Welcome to Duke and the Coach. I'm Duke Liberatore.
And I'm head coach Jason Gibson.
We're happy to have you with us today. A good show in store for you. We're going to talk about where the Lions are and where we're headed. We're going to have a Jonathan Smart Good Hands Award. We're going to talk to the famous chicken by telephone, so you don't want to miss that. But before we get to all that, Coach, tell us a little bit about, I'll tell you what, before we even get to this, I want to tell our fans out there that you can get free children's tickets still. Just go to thecolumbuslions.net and print your free children's tickets. That's for children under 12. They get in free with a paying adult. So we want to see you down at the game with the children. Come on down. It's fun, affordable, fast-paced football. Columbus Lions. And Coach, tell us about last week. What's going on? The Columbus Lions are in a good spot. If the season were to end now, we'd be in the playoff spot. We'd be playing Nashville for a shot at the championship. So that's good. We're undefeated at home. That's fantastic. A good game last week. We made it through. How did we do it last week?
We did it with defense. We brought some new guys in. We had some help on the D-line. We brought in Rodney Natt out of Louisville, and we just wanted to put some speed on the defensive line, get pressure on the quarterback. And Lehigh Valley started out 4-0. They were 4-3, second place in the North. I thought it was a quality win. And we play at home. We don't lose at home. And that's been the mantra of us team all through the year. It's just we got to get that elusive road win, but we don't have to worry about that for a while. We got another home game tonight. Okay,
let's get some momentum, right? So I'm real proud of the job you did, Coach. I didn't even tell you this, but I thought that was one of the best games I ever saw you coach, the best game plans. You ran the ball more than we passed it. It's incredible.
Well, before the game, I had an assistant coach there, and Kendrick Perry's a workhorse. And you're right. I think I ran the ball more in that game than I ran in my previous 8 years of coaching. And I told him before the game, you're going to touch the ball 20 times. And if you touch it 20 times, we'll win the game. And at the end of the game, he touched it 21.
Wow. And we needed it. It came at a good time because we needed the run, and the defense stepped up. We had a couple of sacks, some rushes there on the quarterback. It was a good game, so congratulations to you and all the Lions, and we're real happy for that. We're going to get another home win tonight, and the famous chicken will be there. So if you haven't seen the chicken before, boy, you need to come out and see this legend before it ends. If you have seen them, you know what we're talking about. It's nonstop entertainment with the famous San Diego chicken right here in Columbus. Free children's tickets tonight. Fun, fast-paced, action-packed football. We want you to come out for that. So how you feeling about going forward, Coach? We're 4-4. We got another couple of home games and a couple of road games. It looks like we got a good shot at a playoff spot.
We're good. We're in a situation where we could finish the season on an extremely high note and have home field advantage, or it could go the other way around, and it's tough. I watched Alabama start the season 0-4. Now they're 3-5. You watch Lehigh Valley start out 4-0, and now they're 4-4. I mean, the whole league has such parity. It's great for the fans. Everything is tight in this league. That's what makes every game interesting and exciting and very important as well. That's why we need you, our fan base out there, cheering the Lions on. Come on out to the Civic Center, or the Jungle, as we like to call it, to cheer the Lions on to victory. And remember, when you come out, it's always Roar, Lions, Roar, and we're going to have you out there singing the fight song. We're going to do a little bit of that in the show today. We'll tell you all about that in just a couple of moments after we come back from this word from our sponsors.
Thank you, Lane Dermatology, for sponsoring the Lady Lions here on Duke and the Coach.
The next time you need overnight accommodations in Columbus, call the Wingate Hotel. Here you'll find newly remodeled rooms complete with HD televisions and a secure, high-speed wireless and wired internet connection. Near Bradley Park, the Wingate Hotel is convenient for shopping, dining, and entertainment. And after your busy day, we invite you to relax in our spa or saltwater pool. The Wingate Hotel also offers complimentary shuttle transportation to most local destinations. Luxurious, convenient, and affordable. Why stay anywhere else? The Wingate Hotel, Bradley Park, North Columbus.
Watch Duke and the Coach Saturday, June 14th at 10 a.m.
Welcome back to Duke and the Coach. And we're expecting a big crowd out there tonight, Coach. A lot going on with the Famous Chicken, free children's tickets, a lot going on. But something I wanted to bring to your attention, I don't even know if you know this because you're on the field coaching and you're so busy. Did you see the fans last game doing the wave?
I did notice it. I looked at one of the guys. I said, "Look, they're doing the wave," and it was pretty good. I think it went around 3 times. I was shocked.
At least 3 times.
Great
It
crowd.
was incredible. I mean, that shows fans' involvement, shows a lot of excitement and participation. Fans want to be involved.
That's some of the best energy. That's something we kind of lacked last year from a fan, from some of the fans.
Yeah.
As far as getting them out there, and this year it's just been overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's been so much fun. It was fun on the bench to sit there and look up and see everybody doing the wave. It was awesome.
We want everybody to come on out and participate in the wave, interact with the chicken, have an overall good time. And remember, after the game, you go down on the field and you get autographs from the players. You get to meet them. You get to meet the dancers and cheerleaders, get your autograph, get your picture taken. And it's all for free if you're under 12 years old and you're with a paying adult. That's right, kids' tickets are free at columbuslions.net. Just print your ticket out, come with a paying adult, and come on in and cheer the Lions. Let's roar them on to victory. Well, we have a couple of other things we have to do here today, Coach. We're going to go to the wall, and we're going to talk about one of your rule segments and help us better understand the game in just a couple of moments. But before we get to that, we're going to do a local Lions segment here. So let's go talk to some of our local Lions. What would you say to young kids out there who are looking to maybe make a career out of football or just improve their game, or maybe a life lesson? What would you say to some of the young kids out there?
Just give it your all. If you're going to do anything, whether it's sports or anything in life, just give it your all and don't take no for an answer.
First and foremost, keep God first. After that, don't ever let anybody tell you that you can't do something. And there's always going to be people that tell you that you can't. You got to block that out. It's all mental.
One of the biggest things I always say is it's hard to be different, but if you're going to be different, work harder. And that's the thing about it. Don't be like everybody else. Don't be, cool and comfortable with just being, in with the guys. Just, work harder and you'll be different in a good way.
I would say work hard. Don't ever doubt yourself. Work to the point where you think you're working as hard as anybody else, and more.
It's just whatever you plan on doing, just stay focused on it. The sky's the limit for everything that you do. Just make sure anytime that you have a goal and you see that goal and it's something that you want to do, go for it. Don't let anything stop you from doing that. Get your education, make sure you do everything that's possible. Stay dedicated, work hard, and put in the work. When you put in the work, good things will happen to you.
Well, Coach, I want you to talk about something you touched on last week, illegal defense. You explained it briefly. I want you to go more in detail. But let's look at this diagram here. The O's, that's the offense with the quarterback here, and this is the defensive side of the ball. Explain to us illegal defense.
This is the main difference between indoor arena football and outdoor football. They have a little bit of rules, and I'm going to start with the simplest one first. On the defense, when you're watching the game, you have your 2 defensive ends and your nose guard. The major rule is only the defensive ends are allowed to rush outside of the quarterback. They're the only ones that are allowed to. Now, they can go inside if they want to, but the major rule is the nose guard and the MAC linebacker, which for our team, so everybody knows, is Justin Rivers. It's number 51. They have to rush the quarterback inside of the tackles, no matter what. And so a lot of times when you see the official throw a flag for illegal defense, it's because the linebacker has gone outside of the ends or the nose has gone outside, and that's what illegal defense is.
Now, what about the jack linebacker? I see that's why you have the J here. And who is that on our team?
First of all, on our team, that would be Ryan Babb, number 8, Central High School and Troy University player. We got to plug a local guy. The Jacks linebacker's job is basically coverage. So when you're watching the game, we have 2 linebackers, number 51, Justin Rivers, and number 8, Ryan Babb. Justin Rivers is the one that's always going to blitz the quarterback. And you guys see him in there getting sacks and doing his little dance, okay? But Ryan Babb is the one, he's your coverage linebacker. He's the one that goes into coverage to help with the defensive backs. But the odd rule is, if you watch the game, there's an umpire standing right behind Ryan in the game. And if you watch him, there's an imaginary line that goes all the way across the field. And at the snap of the ball, Ryan can go anywhere he wants to go, left or right. But he's not allowed to go deeper than that line or that umpire until the ball is thrown. That's the basics of indoor football. And a lot of times our quarterbacks are watching this guy. So when you're watching the game, If you watch the snap of the ball, you know, we teach our quarterbacks if the jack linebacker, which is Ryan Babb, goes left, then we look to the right side of the field to throw it. If the linebacker goes right, we look to the left side of the field and throw it. And that's the basic concept.
So, folks, there you have it. That's how Coach Jason Gibson breaks it down. We have number 8, Ryan Babb, our jack linebacker, and number 51, Justin Rivers, our MAC linebacker, and some of the intricacies of the defense explained by Coach Gibson. We hope you're out at the stadium tonight to see it in action. Come on out and roar the Lions on.
Watch Duke and the Coach Saturday, June 14th at 10 a.m.
Do you have headaches, neck and back pain? Is your body feeling stressed? Visit Dr. Michael Perez at Perez Chiropractic Center. Each patient from infant to adult is thoroughly screened and examined before adjustments. You will always experience healing and a friendly atmosphere at Perez Chiropractic Center. For Columbus's newest choice in chiropractic care, contact Perez Chiropractic, 706-596-7220, or visit us at 2263 Brookstone Center Parkway, PerezChiropracticCenter.com.
The next time you need overnight accommodations in Columbus, call the Wingate Hotel. Here you'll find newly remodeled rooms complete with HD televisions and a secure, high-speed wireless and wired internet connection. Near Bradley Park, the Wingate Hotel is convenient for shopping, dining, and entertainment. And after your busy day, we invite you to relax in our spa or saltwater pool. The Wingate Hotel also offers complimentary shuttle transportation to most local destinations. Luxurious, convenient, and affordable. Why stay anywhere else? The Wingate Hotel, Bradley Park, North Columbus.
Watch Duke and the Coach Saturday, June 14th at 10 a.m.
Welcome back to Duke and the Coach, and do we have an exciting segment in store for you right now? We're going to talk to the famous Chicken. Many of you know him, some of you don't, and if you don't, we're going to tell you all about him. But those of you who do remember him know that this goes back quite a long ways, and I believe Ted is on the line with us. Ted, are you there? The famous Chicken, are you with us?
Yes, I am. Thanks for having me on, Duke.
It is our pleasure. We are so excited about tonight's game. Ted, I'll call you the Chicken. How's that? Does that sound all right?
Sure, absolutely. Why not?
All right. Well, Chicken, tell us, how did this all begin, and when did it begin? When did the Chicken start?
Well, believe it or not, Duke, it started back in the 70s as a radio station promotion of all things when I was a student at San Diego State University. It was just a one-week promotional gimmick to go to the zoo and give away candy Easter eggs. And I did that for a week. But then, looking for an excuse to get into Padre games for free, especially opening night, I got a ticket and went down there on a lark and started goofing around in the grandstand. And the fans had a lot of fun with it, and the rest actually became Chicken history after that. And
here you are today, Chicken history, 30, 40 years later. That's fantastic. And folks, if you don't know it, the Chicken is where it all began. All the mascot stuff, all the entertainment business and sports, this is where it all began. And we owe a lot to this man here, Ted, the famous Chicken, who is coming to our game tonight, right here in Columbus, Georgia. We want you to come out and see it. If you haven't seen the Chicken before, you don't know what we're talking about, come out and learn. But if you have seen the Chicken, you know why we're having him here today. He is the legendary mascot of all mascots. And Ted, I'll tell you what, we have our mascot, our Columbus Lion, on the set here with us today. He said he wanted to ask you a couple of questions. So I see him over there now scribbling, writing down his questions. So Leo, do you have a question for the Chicken? And he does. And he says, Ted, if you're listening, our mascot Leo wants to know, what advice would you give to a young mascot just starting out today, or in your case, maybe just hatched? What would you say to a young
Well, I would say to Leo and all other mascots, have a lot of energy, be an ambassador of the team, and be a reflection of the fans. After all, you got to keep up the spirit, and one of the things that I do when I'm performing, I try to add a little comedic level to the game itself, without impeding on the game, sure. But I'm there to try to make the fans laugh and have a good time and goof around a little bit up and down the aisles and on the field, maybe during a timeout break. But the whole idea is just to create a little extra entertainment venue for the fans enjoying themselves who are coming out.
He looks very interested. He took some notes while you were answering that. So we're looking for our Leo, our mascot, to elevate his game the next time. He'll be shadowing you, following you around, interacting with you tonight. Should be a lot of fun. So we're inviting all of our fans to come on out and see the famous chicken. If you haven't seen him before, you need to. So how long is this legend going to last, Chicken? Is this going to go on forever?
Well, it's unbelievable. I didn't think it would be lasting this long, Duke, but it sure has been a lot of fun. You know, I've been to Columbus before in past years for the baseball teams there that they've had, and so this will be my first visit back in several years, and I'm really looking forward to it, especially a fast-paced game like the indoor football game. It's a unique brand of sport, needless to say, with a lot of action. And I kind of look forward to it because the fans are really on edge, giving the up-tempo of the whole nature of indoor football.
And I remember when you were here before, Chicken, because it was our minor league baseball team here in Columbus, and I believe we sold out that night. I say we, Columbus sold out or close to it. So you do really raise the anticipation level of the fans and the entertainment value. So again, we welcome you tonight. Give me one of your best memories. I'll tell you one that I read about and heard about, and I'll see if we match up here. What's one of your most favorite memories of your career?
Well, I would say, believe it or not, since we're talking football here, it was the holy roller that the Oakland Raiders were when they were playing the San Diego Chargers one time back in the late '70s had, where with the last play of the game and the Raiders losing, they needed a touchdown from about the 30-yard line. And Stabler rolled out and then purposely fumbled the ball and started almost like rugby, moving the ball forward. And all the Raiders joined in moving the ball forward until Casper jumped the tight end, jumped in the end zone with it and created a touchdown on the spot. It was an outrageous play. The Raiders went on to win the game. The Chargers were knocked out of first place, and it changed the rules of football. It changed the rules to the point where no longer can any teammate land on a ball in the last 2 minutes of any half. Only the original ball carrier can.
You're right. You're right. That was an incident that changed the rule book.
Yep, it was, and I was there for that, and I just passed out in the stands. I rolled over and over again on a railing and passed out. NFL Film showed it.
I remember
and it's been one of the highlights ever since.
Yeah. Well, Chicken, in just the final minute here, what could you tell our fans about what to expect